Welcome back to the channel. Here we have basically a payday haul, and I was rather lucky. Not normally, but every month, pretty much every month, when I get paid, I basically take a day off and drive through to the centre, basically away from the village, and go through the few shops to do sort of bulk buying. Yes, of course, I do the usual, like the Asda, and I do the Lidl, but I also pop into the Booker wholesale, which is, as I said, generally is quite far away from us, so I don't go there every week, but I do go and buy water there. So the other day I decided to basically go and do some shopping, and I was rather lucky. But first of the shops I popped in, and I guys was the pound shop, not Poundland or Poundland, pound shop, one of those. Anyway, sorry, basically where everything's a pound. And I was after the jars. I bought those jars before, and I did say they didn't have many of the big ones last time, and they didn't have any altogether. So I bought those ones. They're 1 litre, they're £1 each, so I bought 6 of them to keep putting my dry goods in there. I think they're literally a really, really good value considering the prices of the jars right now. So I need to find a bigger pound shop somewhere that I can drive in and pick them up with a trolley, because this was a little one and you have to get one of the little trolleys. You can't really put a lot in there. I want the big one. So anyway, so I was happy. I got 6 of them. And also I found they did some onions. I bought some onions for my allotment. They're 2 for £5, I think, in Tesco's. They were £1 each. They're red onions, which I haven't got. So £1 each, 45 onions. I think it was a bargain, so we'll give them a go. Right, so the best bits. Booker's Wholesale, okay? I normally go there and buy water, the Ice Valley water. I don't buy the normal water anymore because we've got the filter, so we now only buy this sparkling water. And it's still by far the cheapest if you can get it, because you know, in the shops, I recently found that I'm struggling to find a sparkling water in like Tesco's, basically anywhere around us. You'd be lucky if you get some. And if they do, the prices are a bit stupid. But £3.59 plus VAT, so it worked out about £4.21 or something for 24 of them, half a litre bottles. I'm over the moon. I've got a couple of them. And that was the main reason I went there for, so I'm really, really happy. And on the way around, I was going to have a look for some tins, and I was going to buy some sweet corn. Well, sweet corn we used to buy from there. They used to pay about 50p a tin, so you buy them as a multi-pack of 6. And at the moment, when I looked, the price was like stupid. We're literally talking, it's pushing up £1 per tin, and this is like the big wholesaler. Some meat things weren't, meat prices, like the tinned meats weren't so bad, but some things like gone up a lot, and to the extent that, guys, that when I look there and compare the prices in like a normal supermarket, that really wholesaler for businesses is really not that efficient, because it's cheaper to buy some stuff anywhere else. But anyway, on the way out, they also have a reduced section when they put like slightly damaged boxes, and I was sort of scouring through, and the lady's like, well, if you have a look, you can, we want to clear the shelf, so we're going to have some bits like selling them off pretty much half price. I'm like, let's have a look, nothing to lose there. So I picked up some bits there, and again, I'm really chuffed with that. I've got some plain flour. We've got a box of 5 of them. 6 of them. They were marked at £3, but of course when I get to check, and it's £1.50. £1.50 for 5 kilos of flour, I think it's pretty good. So again, they only had odds and sods, so I couldn't just buy like a lot of the packet because that's all they had. Right, next thing, it's a demerara sugar. There's a box of 10, okay? I kind of pick it up with one hand. So it's, how much is it? Sorry, I should have looked before. I think it's half a kilo. Yeah, half a kilo. So 5 kilos of demerara sugar, and they worked out to be £4. £4. That's pretty good. Again, it was initially £7.75, reduced down to £5.81, and it was £4. So like for 10 of them, that's like 40p a piece. This is so great. I'm so happy. Right, next thing. I'll go with this one. Go with that one first. It's, hold on. Some What's-Its. And as I said to you guys, I've stopped buying the branded crisps because of the price. Purely just to save some pennies and invest the money basically in some other preps anyway. But those ones here, okay, they were initially £7.50, then reduced for £5.62. Well, they end up being £3.50. And you've got how many packs in there? 15 snack packs, so I thought it was pretty good. So again, I was really happy. I haven't actually tried those before, but What's-Its, and they look like they're crispy What's-Its. They can be bad. Right, so that goes in there. And again, a bargain of the century. Maybe not to some, but anyway, Helmet mayonnaise. So we have 8 430 milliliter tubes. And I did say to you, I'll probably stop buying at some point because I should be able to start make my own with the chicken eggs. But to be fair, eggs are premium. I much rather probably sell them. Anyway, so I bought that for £8, £8 in the end. So they're basically £1 each. I'm amazed now. It's like £3.50 for the bigger one and £3 for like the size of that. £3. So £1 each. I'm like, yay! I was really, really chuffed. Okay, I did buy a pack of burgers and they're reduced, but we had them for dinner yesterday and some yogurt. But anyway, that was nothing important, but just to have those things there, I'm like really, really happy. Okay, so next thing, I proceeded to go to Asda. It was a big Asda, and if you watched me before, I was probably a couple of months back, I bought some meat in a glass jar from Asda. It was like a Polish section in Asda, and I couldn't find it since. But I haven't been to the big Asda for a little while, so I thought I'd pay a trip and have a look for that. And hey, said they didn't have any. It was like £2.50. It was the best thing. It was like a pork knuckle, and it wasn't sort of all processed. It was literally a whole chunk of meat, and they just don't do them anymore, and it's so frustrating. But I did pick up some of them, which I've mentioned on the one of the Asda hauls. It's a pate. It's a long life pate. It's 50p. Yes, I've done a video where we can make our own pate from the tinned pork, but 50p, it's 100 gram. Like, if you don't have time to do, to mess around and do this, it's really good. So I bought 4 of them at 50p. They didn't have huge amount, but it's actually fairly tasty for long life pate. So, because you can't, there's nothing really on the market that is like that. There is the little jars of whatever it is, but they're grainy. This is like a proper pate, and it's lovely. Right, picked up tomato ketchup, again, because we're using it, so I just topped it up. There's still 75p, 550 grams. I bought some pickled onions. I wanted to try them. 40p, again, for the sake of a jar. I think that's a good investment. I haven't tried them, but we'll give it a go. Because with Asda Just Essentials, half of the things are like hit and miss, and there's some things I would never buy again. And I will do the video on that separately, but I was going to give them a go. I picked up their white sauce, 75p. I'm not used to buying that because I used to buy a white sauce from Lidl because they were cheaper, but now they've gone up in price. So Asda ones is cheaper at the moment. So I'll give it a go and see if it's any nice. I've done those before, little cakes. Date is middle of 24. They're £1 for 2 little pudding cakes. They are absolutely yummy. They're small, but yummy. £1 a pack. It's really good. In Tesco's, I think they're two or £2.50, so that's a good one. I picked up, which I couldn't see before, the little wheat biscuits. That was a 77p for 24 of them, I believe there. Anyway, 432 grams. So it's a wheat biscuit. You can't really go wrong with that. Then I've also picked up some of the fava beans. I haven't tried those. Again, there was like one of the foreign sections there. There were 60p. I picked up a couple. I want to give them a go and see if it's got slightly different taste to normal sort of beans that we buy. One thing it was good. They had olive oil, £3.75. Normally it's £3.99 like it is in Lidl, but £3.75, they had like a few pennies off, so I just picked up one again to keep rotating the stock. And the date was January 24, so not too bad. We'll have a year on that one. Right, crisps, £1. I bought the Tesco's ones before, so we're going to give the Asda ones £1 for 6 again. It should be okay. I bought some more porridge. Porridge is still 70p. I picked up a couple of those. I prefer the bags of the Asda ones for medium-term storage because they're not paper like Lidl's, because you don't really want to store the paper bags, but they're quite good, although I still like Milo bag them anyway. Right, picked up a couple of lasagna sheets. I've got about 10 packs probably, not really been buying them, but it's 80p, purely because when you do like lasagna, if we're talking tough times, they take like long time to bake, and there's a lot of electricity, especially if we're rationing electricity, or God knows anyway, but it's just handy to have it because there's no bugs really going to live in a really flat sheet of really dry pasta. So anyway, 80p is good. Right, I picked up Earl Grey. Again, this is not really prep one. We've got a lot of preppers tea. This is just a tasty tea, and we've tried like a cheaper Earl Grey, just doesn't compare. But my goodness, £3 for 50 tea bags. I think it's ridiculous, but you know, is occasionally, if you occasionally drink tea, that's okay, and it's a really nice tea. Oh yeah, I picked up the little angels, little cotton bud things. I for some reason struggled to find them locally. They have, because, you know, we're going all plastic free, they've got like a head, like a weird shape into them. Anyway, for all of you guys in like States, if you're wondering, 200 cotton buds, 50 pence, which is, I think is a bargain. I picked up some bread flour. I've started buying some bread flour because I'm baking more bread now. I'm experimenting with the bread whilst we still have flour available. 130 for the 1.5 kilos from Asda. I picked up a little sunflower seeds. They're just something I've noticed I haven't had, and I've saved my seeds from last year because I've grown sunflowers, and I've no idea where I put them. They're not in my seed pack box. So anyway, 50 pence for a few seeds. I shall turn around, okay? Right, I've got some spinach. I've seen spinach online from different brands. We haven't got spinach locally in Asda or Tesco's, and I've seen this like, yes, I wanted to try that. 75p. I bought a couple because I really don't know what it tastes like. If any of you try this, please let me know. I've got a lot of spinach frozen. I grow spinach, but again, we are talking like outside the box and having stuff like frozen, dried, and in the tin just in case. So please let me know if you tasted it before I taste it. Right. Stewed steak, they were still the same, 185. I've got 4 of them. Swear by the stuff, is really, really good. Prices on meat are going through the roof right now, as you know. All right. Curry sauce, 28p still, really impressed. I've tried it, and although it be a little bit bland, it's actually a-okay. It does require some additional, to my liking anyway, some additional oomph to get a more of a depth of flavour, but as a general bog standard thing, 28 pence. I wouldn't find a jar for 28 pence anyway alone, something that you can actually consume ready out of the jar. So I got 4 of them because I know they taste okay, and again, I'm really happy with that. Corned beef, I only picked up a couple, as I said, because I'm concentrating now on like a stewed meats, stuff like this. This is a little bit more, not say less processed, but you know what I mean. They're up by a 5 penny, so they're I think it's 190 now. Sorry, I didn't write it down. So I bought a couple. I bought a couple of cherries. Again, I still haven't tried it like the ones I bought last time. They had a few, not too many, still 90 pence, but I fancied a pie, a cherry pie. I looked at them as like, I want a pie. Whether I get to make a pie is a different matter, but anyway, I've got some extras anyway. I think 90 pence is quite a lot, but it is what it is. Right, I picked up 4 of those, 500 grams. They're still usual 28 pence. I picked up some gin and tonic. I've run out. Gin that do on deal for guys in States, £18.75 for a litre. And they quite often do this deal. Otherwise, it's like 20, 22, 23 quid. And I picked up some rubbish tonic because I still refuse to pay £5.60 for the brand. So £2 for 6 250 millilitre bottles. So, and that summarises, I think, the Asda shop. So Asda shop came up to £75, and I don't think there's anything there that I've already consumed. So that was that, 75 quid. It doesn't kind of look like a lot, but I think it's the price of the meat stuff and alcohol pushes it up a little bit. All right. So, and next thing was a little one. The total was £23.26. And I had the only reason I popped in there is I had my £2 off, you know, when you save up thingies. You get £2, and for the past couple of months, you'd be able to get a free chocolate bar, which was 55 pence. I don't know why, but it always appears. So there we are. Oh, I forgot Asda rice. Sorry, I bought 8 of them, and they are still the same price of 48 pence. Sorry, the biggest yellow thing looking at me, and I've missed it. Sorry. Right, moving on to Lidl. I go with the cookies again. Cookies, couple of them, 53 pence. I'm pretty sure they were 49p when I last filmed, so I've got a couple of them. Again, because we'll just go through them. Anyway, peeled potatoes, they still have quite a few on the shelves, and they're still 37 pence. I'm still not understanding why there are specific things that are going up pretty much every week, but yet we have staples at the moment, the rice and the potatoes, if you can get them, are still staying the same. I'm only assuming that when they're going to jump, they're not going to jump by like 5 pence. They're going to jump by like 20, 30, 40, 50 pence. I'm thinking, not for the potatoes, but something for rice. So I don't know. But anyway, we'll keep an eye on for that. Right, beans. I bought some more kidney beans, 33 pence still. because I have a lot of rice, I did buy a lot of beans like a while back, and I've done a video as a whole wholesale bulk, but I'm feeling that I don't have enough of the red beans, or generally beans, up against to make the bulk thingy with rice. So I'm going to concentrate and get some more beans, and probably some dry ones somewhere. Right, so I bought some butter beans. Didn't put the price down. I'm pretty sure they were still 60 pence. Meatballs. The last video I did from Lidl, they went up. They were advertised at 59p. When I come to pay them, they were 64p or 63p, and they're now 69 pence. And it's actually advertised as 69p. So again, in 2 weeks' time, they're going up by 10 pence, which is absolutely crazy. I picked up this guacamole thing. It was 20 pence off. It's 99 pence. Again, it's not really a prepping item, but it's something that I like to have in my cupboard. Stew and steak, I bought 2 more of those as well, 185. I don't know, but it's, you know, when you go, if you do ever rounds in the shop, I bought some Asda, buy some in Lidl. I don't know why. Probably because, like, you don't want to put your eggs in one basket. So if I don't want to, like, buy an Asda at whatever price, and I go to Lidl and find out they actually, like double in price. So I want to buy some there and then make sure that I don't overpay. But it's really weird. But anyway, that's what I do. So I bought 2 of them. I bought some coconut milk. This one had fairly long date, end of 24. So I know obviously things can last past the dates anyway, but generally I was looking at some Asda ones and the dates are not really that good. Like, we're talking end of 23. So this one had a longer date, so I picked up a couple, and 79p is actually really, really good, because they are normally about £1, if not over. Flour, plain flour, and self-raising flour, 69 pence. They are up 10p from 59p last time I bought it, so again, quite a big increase. Again, cheese, I bought a couple of those. Last time I bought it was £2.69, now it's £2.79, so another 10p in pretty much a week or 5 days. Lemon juice, do you remember, guys? It was 29p, now it's 35p. I bought 5 of the yellow ones and 2 of the lime ones. So again, I know some of you say you can get some in Waitrose, like big ones, but I can get really big ones from Amazon, and I don't like it. Waitrose, I don't have a Waitrose like locally to me, but with the little ones I find it easier, because like if you don't use huge amount, they're individually sealed, so it's a little bit better for storage after you opened it. And the bargain of the day, right? Those were the peppers, okay? I've been looking at them for a little while. They were from, I think, a Spanish week, okay? They are peppers, and for some reason I assumed they had like just vegetables inside, but they are stuffed peppers with veal and pork, so they have meat inside. They were reduced to £1.20, and I've been looking for the past couple of weeks. I'm like, I'm not spending £1.20 on that tiny little jar. I'm not spending £1.20 on the tiny little jar. And then they looked at me again when I went past them, and like, yeah, you're spending £1.20 on that jar. So I bought 2 of those jars to try, and then I looked at my receipt, guys, and they came up at 10p each, so 20p together, less my £2 thingy, so it's a 2 pence off. So basically, there were 10 pence. I'm like, why did I not look at the receipt before I left? I tell you to check the receipts, and I keep forgetting doing this myself, because sometimes you kick yourself because you overpaid for something because the price been advertised wrong, or sometimes you kick yourself because I could have bought like a few more. They had quite a few because clearly they can't sell them, but they can't sell them because people advertise them at 1.20. So if people knew they were 10 pence, they'll go within like an hour, or every time if I see them, I'll just get them, because it's literally, I don't know, 10 of them there. Do you know what I mean? It's not a big deal. But nonetheless, so that was my bargain of the day. So all in all, I am fairly happy, yet disappointed I couldn't get some of the bigger jars. I'm really, really desperately want them, and I want them to be like the same shape, because I know you can buy Kilners, but loads more money. But generally, I think with a few of my little bargains there, I'm pretty happy. And yes, I end up doing some other shop probably in a week or so, a couple of weeks, I don't know, depending. But it's just the scary thing. You know, I did the shorts video. Obviously, with the prices are grown up, like literally ridiculous. And this is ridiculous. It's constant. And I know some of you said, well, if like prices going up twice a day, then it's just going to be absolutely nightmare. I'm just looking at it sometimes where there's like, is a sign there, and they're doing this so slowly so people just maybe catch on and maybe just prep a little bit before having a hard hit. I don't know, because Otherwise, I don't understand why don't I rather just increase in price like every few, like, you know, few days, every day on some. Why just not? And do you know what? This tin of peeled potato is going to be £1, so just put it up at £1 and be done with it. Why is there such a general increase but such a constant increase? I just don't understand that. But anyway, I'm going to stop whinging because, well, I'm going to stop whinging. Anyway, well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. You find this somewhat informative for all of you who follow the prices. And well, thank you for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe maybe if you haven't already. And I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.